when you were the ECOWAS president, Burkina Faso and some other West African countries were giving sanction. And this sanction, you never even try for one day get to that country to find out one or two things. You stayed behind in Aso Rock and be giving sanction to all those countries. And let me tell us, the America government, we are following their footsteps and whatever. As it stands now, for most of you who are not aware, and some of you leaders that don't even know what's happening in other people's country, America is telling you it is not all about democracy or democracy that is happening in Nigeria. It's not all about democracy. America is telling us now it is all about government of the people. So if you're expecting America to give sanction to countries that are being run by military juntas or military administration, you are wasting your time. And sometimes America, one thing that made me to like America, sometimes they will just talk, but they know how they will act. America is telling you it is not all about the democracy. It is all about government of the people. That someone is wearing khaki and ruling his people, and his people said they are comfortable with him. Burkina Faso people are saying they are comfortable with this young man wearing khaki and be doing what the people needs. Rather than you are wearing agbada and wearing a suit, you are not giving the people what the people need. Government democracy, as long as I know, is all about the government of the people. It's not the government of the group of persons. That you are democratically elected and you confine yourself as with a group of persons and clique. You are ruling with the clique. That's the government of the clique and government of some people. While that the man that's wearing khaki is the government of the people for the generality of the masses. What you calling about democracy? It's high time we started redefining some of these things to give it the real meaning. So kudos to America. America is telling you it is not all about giving some because he planned a coup and he took over the government, but he planned a coup. He took over the government and doing better than what an elected government cannot do. As such, to tell you that America is wiser than all of you. Till tomorrow, America, because God is with them. So what we are talking about is not all about wearing khaki, a soldier ruling a nation. No, or somebody wearing agbada or wearing suit, ruling a nation. If you are wearing khaki and you are touching the life of your people, pleasing your people, giving them security, giving them job, making food and food security to be available, then you are far better, 100% better than someone who is wearing agbada and punishing his people with hunger, punishing his people with insecurity, punishing the youth with unemployment. What is the sense of wearing agbada and be telling us all about elected government? And as it stands now, the current chairman or the current president or chairman of ECOWAS or president of ECOWAS, now in the person of the president of the Sierra Leone, has visited the Torre and have a good handshake with him, telling him that he was once a soldier and he ruled his people as a soldier and turned to be elected government. That meaning that what Torre is doing pleases them. That is why the ECOWAS president went there. That is the truth, and that is how leadership should be. I will not say because my president was once ECOWAS president and he never went there, I support you. I will support you when you do something that's not right. You would have gone there, to find out, know the people's problem, make interview with people, and know how they're feeling. If actually they need the military administration or they need civilian administration. I think even as he's working in Nigeria now, I am not calling for military intervention, but I am saying that whosoever that will wear khaki and give Nigerians what they need, of course, the person will be welcomed. Rather than someone is wearing agbada, Nigerians are suffering, buying every day, hunger everywhere and here, and the youth are just putting their hands in things that are not worth doing because of lack of employment. That is the truth. We are talking about democracy. Democracy is the government of the people. It doesn't matter whether it is a military administration or civilian administration. If you are a military administrator and you are giving the people what they need, that is what the people will define as democracy. Government of the people, not government of the few, not government of the clique, not government of the family. Because as it stands in Nigeria now, I have to be sincere to us. We have to say it. It is the government of Tinubu and his family. It is the federal government. Now, federal government of Nigeria is all about Tinubu, Wike, and Akpabio. That they own federal government of Nigeria now. Whether you want to accept it or not, you have your own opinion to say, and you are entitled to your own opinion. I, for one, my own opinion is federal government of Nigeria now is all about President Tinubu. It is all about FCT Minister Wike. It is all about Senate President Akpabio. These are the people that owns the federal government. Whether you want to accept it, it is up to you. I am not forcing you to accept it, but I have expressed my feelings. Then, when it comes to states and states aside now, your governor is the owner of the government of your state. If you want to doubt me, now let me ask you one question. As a state, tell me the state you are coming from now. Write it on the comment section and let me know, when last did you hear about impeachment motion, whether in the federal or in the state? When I was growing up, every time when democracy was interesting and sweet, we used to hear impeachment motion, move to impeach a governor, or to impeach the president, or impeach the Senate president. But we don't hear about impeachment motion any longer, meaning that we don't have democracy. Well, so how can you come out now and be defining democracy as the government of the people? When last do your own member of the House of Assembly, representing your constituency from your own local government or from whatever, move a motion of impeachment or move a motion of saying no to a particular bill or a particular motion drop on the floor of the State House or on the floor of the National House? I need an answer. Of a truth, I really need an answer. If you have an answer, let us know. Tell us when last you hear about impeachment motion. These are the things that make a democracy to be interesting and colorful. It's true. These are the things, when you hear about impeachment motion, when you hear about motion that's saying rejection, objection, these are the things that make democracy to be interesting. But I want to put it to us now that there is nothing like impeachment motions. There's nothing like motion that will say no, objection, or objecting motions in almost all the states, almost all the state house of assembly we have now in this nation called Nigeria. It is a truth. It is just a truth. If you doubt me, tell me when last. And if you may have had it, it's just for formality. It is not, it's not as strong as it used to be when a particular member or group of members that have like minds will move a motion of impeachment, either to impeach a governor that's not doing well, or impeach a Senate president that's not doing well, or Speaker of the House of Reps that's not doing well. Now,